But we know we have to do more, and the supply is available. You can get an appointment by making a phone call, and at this point, the biggest thing we need to do is push out information. We have the access, and now we need to make sure people have the information they need to make a decision.
Vaccinating Detroit with COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations soaring in the city. A renewed call for Detroiters while making it more convenient than ever to get vaccinated. The city of Detroit has been steps ahead of the state when it comes to vaccine availability and mobilizing to mass distribute the vaccine. But when you look at the number of city residents vaccinated compared to surrounding areas, there is great concern here. According to the city's dashboard, only 25% of the city's eligible population have been vaccinated. In comparison, the rest of Wayne County, Macomb, Oakland, and the entire state are above 40% now. So what is going on in the city of Detroit? Joining us live to talk about it this morning is Detroit's Chief Public Health Officer, Denise Fair. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Detroit is well aware of how deadly and awful COVID can be. We were a hot spot from the beginning last year. Why is there so much hesitation to get vaccinated here?
So, access really is not an issue here in the city of Detroit. When we first opened up the TCF Center, we had about 150,000 callers trying to get an appointment. So access is not a problem. Now we do need to shift from providing the vaccine to providing information. And I know people are craving information. They want to know, is COVID vaccine, is it safe for me? Is it safe for my family? And so just yesterday, we had a town hall with 3 of our local Detroit physicians. We had over 9,000 people on both of those calls, and we have another one tonight for Southwest Detroit. So we're getting the word out there. We also have a dedicated team of nurses who are here to answer all of people's questions. They can give us a call, 313-876-4000. And we're also doing a variety of different Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives. Again, we want to get the word out there. We want to answer people's questions.
And so can you give us some key information that you really want to get across right now?
Sure. It's really, it's important for me to say that we're still in the middle of a pandemic. And I think people are, from what we're seeing, they're letting their guard down. They are not wearing their mask. They're not practicing social distancing because people are tired. We're experiencing pandemic fatigue. And so the only way for us to beat this pandemic is for people to get vaccinated. I got vaccinated back in December because I wanted to lead by example, but I also want to protect not only myself, but my family and my community. So I would encourage everyone to continue following the safety precautions and also get vaccinated.
I am vaccinated. My entire family, including my 16-year-old nephew who lives in the city of Detroit, are all vaccinated as well. You talked about it's not an availability issue. TCF Center, Ford Field, and also all these neighborhood clinics. What will people experience when they show up?
Well, first, they're going to be greeted by a friendly face from the Detroit Health Department. We're going to walk them through the process, especially at the TCF Center. I believe it's the only efficient, well-run, efficient location in the entire country where you can just drive in and you'll get your vaccine in about 45 minutes or less. We also have a walk-in option as well, but just give us a call. Operators are standing by, 313-230-0505. We just have one number for Detroiters to call, whether you want to go to the TCF Center or a local church or a local school.
There are so many different places to get vaccinated. No waiting. We had producers that just went in the past few days at TCF. They didn't wait at all. So there are a lot of locations. Are you planning any type of mobile vaccination sites as well?
So we're already doing that. Again, we want to bring the vaccine directly where people are. So back in late December, the clinical team went out to the homeless shelters, to the nursing homes, to the senior apartments. And we plan to continue doing that. In fact, we're working on a homebound strategy as well, because there are Detroiters who are at home and they're unable to come to one of our variety of different centers. So yes, we're definitely taking our mobile vehicles out on the road.
Well, let's also talk about younger people. We have been hearing about some hesitance from a lot of folks. In fact, we want you to hear from a Detroit resident who shares why he is not going to get vaccinated. Take a listen.
For me, I believe as a fitness enthusiast, having a strong immune system, being healthy will allow you to combat against so many different things health related. There's no clear outcome as if you take the vaccine. To me, there's just no clear direction. Are you immune to COVID-19? Can you still get it?
Wow. So actually, I did hear that story last night. And, I'm a millennial, so I'm under 40 years old. And that's frankly what I've been hearing from my peers as well. We're young, we're healthy, we don't have any comorbidities, and we're not likely to go to the hospital. And that's what the general mindset is. But I'm here to tell you that is the wrong thinking. Just because you're healthy, just because you're young, doesn't mean that that's going to prevent you from getting COVID or going to the hospital. And so I encourage everyone, get vaccinated, be a good citizen, do your duty, and I'm going to hold you accountable. If we all get vaccinated, we can get to community immunity and we can get back to our normal lives.
We know that vaccine availability in the city of Detroit has not been an issue. Even with the Johnson & Johnson pause, it sounds like you haven't missed a beat with providing the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Mayor Duggan yesterday, he was talking about one of the driving factors in the surge is just people gathering together, unvaccinated people gathering together. So since only 20% of Detroiters are vaccinated, the weather is warming up. How are you getting the information out to people to stop doing it?
So it's calls like this. So I'm getting on some sort of like news station and talking about the importance of getting vaccinated, of course, wearing your mask, but also we're holding businesses accountable. So I have a team of about 15 inspectors, and they spend their weekends, they spend after hours going into these facilities to make sure the business owners are following those safety precautions. So that's what we're doing in the city of Detroit. And again, the Facebook Lives, the social media has been very important to get the word out.
So how can people hear some of these different opportunities to listen to you and other experts if they live in the city of Detroit? Is there a specific website to go to?
Sure. So you can go to our website right now at detroitmi.gov/health. There's a lot of information. There's FAQs. You can also see our COVID-19 dashboard, which is updated real time. In addition, we have nurses standing by. You can give us a call if you have any questions. 313-876-4000. Again, 313-876-4000. The Detroit Health Department is your trusted source of information, so you can rely on us to give you the most up-to-date information so that you can make an informed decision about the vaccine.
So important. Well, Denise, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. We appreciate it and all the efforts that have been happening in the city of Detroit. It's certainly a national model of how to get those vaccines distributed early on. Thank you.